Well, good morning. What a beautiful day today. Very warm, overcast, but very, very warm here. Well, today, welcome everybody. And today, thought for the day is called You Never Know What Will Happen. I can remember my sister when it was her birthday in 1968. I can't remember how old she was or anything. I can remember us coming back from school. We lived on the farm at the time. I remember us coming back from school. We were excited because of my sister's birthday, and she had all her friends coming over after school. And it was about 10, I think, 10 friends, and we were really excited because my sister, it was her birthday and it was summer, and it was a beautiful warm summer. I can remember that being we'd had a bit of rain, not too much, but we'd had a bit of rain down in Cornwall, but it was a lovely evening, absolute lovely evening. And what really surprised us when my mother brought out the birthday cake. It was this big. It was massive, and it was an aeroplane. And I was like, inquisitive me going, why an aeroplane, Dad? You know, it was beautiful. It was lovely. I can remember it to this day. It was a sponge aeroplane with lots of icing on, and it was gorgeous. My dad was a bit of an artist, so there was little bits and pieces on there, and it was just beautiful. And but Sharon was happy, and so we blew the candles out. And when she blew the candles out, Dad said, "Why an aeroplane?" And we went, "We don't know." "Well, what does an aeroplane do?" And we were so naive, and we went, "Well, it flies, you know." And the children would go, "Well, it flies, you know." And he said, "Well," he said, "I've got a surprise for you too." He said, "We're going away on an aeroplane." I was like, "What?" I'd never been on an aeroplane. Sharon was scared stiff. She was like, "Oh, no, I can't go on an aeroplane. I've never been on an aeroplane." But it was exciting. So, but what they didn't tell us was we were going the next day on an aeroplane. So it must have been a Friday or a Thursday or something. We must have had a day off. So we were very, very excited as kids. Sharon suddenly sort of got her mojo, and she suddenly got really excited because we were going away. We didn't know where. We didn't know we were going to Africa, Germany, whether we were going somewhere else. We just didn't know where we were going, and our parents wouldn't tell us, and we kept saying, "Well, where are we going? Where are we going?" "Oh, you've got to guess. And I can remember the weather further up at North Devon, Somerset and Gloucester was really, really bad. They'd had these floods, and it had been raining a lot, and we'd had rain, but it wasn't so bad, because normally if we had rain, we had floods, and the whole of the valley would flood, so we would have never been able to get out. So I remember we didn't have that much rain. So anyway, Dad had decided that we were going up by train, not by car, so that was fun. So we went from Liskeard, and we travelled up by train, which was very exciting because we were on a train, and in them days trains were so exciting to be on because you hardly ever went on them, you know. So it was like a Paddington Bear adventure, you know. We were so excited. We were on this train. Where were we going? We didn't know where we were going. My parents wouldn't tell us. We kept guessing, and me being inquisitive, going, "Well, are we going here? Are we going there? I must have drove my mum mad." So as we came into, I think it was Exeter, Bristol, around that area, we started seeing all these floods. So I remember Dad looking at his watch going, "We're going to be, you know, the flight's in the afternoon, and we'll have to see how we go." And so he wasn't panicking because he knew that we'd get a plane, but he was a bit apprehensive, that was the word. And as we travelled by train further and further into Bristol, it was floods everywhere, and it was, all I remember is seeing cars stuck in floods, and I know the train was up high, but we could see the dips, and it was flooded everywhere. And eventually they took us off the train. I think think it was just outside of Bristol. They took us off the train, and there was quite a few people that were going to Heathrow Airport. So they took us off and they put us on a coach, which again was a big excitement for us. You know, all our cases had to be put away. And by the way, my mum had packed our cases secretly the week before the birthday, so everything was ready. My mum was always organised, always. And so all the cases had to come off, go onto the coach, and then the coach went to Reading, and we're like, well, Heathrow's up there, but Reading, why are we going to Reading? And we had to drop people off at Reading, and then, if I remember correctly, we had to catch another coach because this one went to Reading only, and we had to get another coach to Heathrow. Well, by the time we got in, we knew, or Dad knew, we were late. So he was a bit worried. Oh, we're not going to get the flight, you know. He was really, really worried. By this time, I think we just got so used to travelling. We just absolutely loved travelling. I loved watching everywhere and seeing everything. And my sister, I think she probably was asleep because she tended to fall asleep in transport. And so anyway, we had a fabulous time. So we were excited. So when we got to the airport, we were so excited. But obviously, Dad was a bit stressed because we'd missed our flight. So he went up to the organisation that we would go out flying with, and they said, Mr. Newman, we do know, you know, the coach contacted us because there was a few other people on our coach from Reading that were flying on the same flight, and they said it's fine, we've booked you into the next flight. So when we got there, we were able to relax, and I can remember running around, and I can remember I can't remember any shops in them days around there. I can remember just waiting and sitting and watching the planes and waiting for our flight, but we didn't know where we were going, and until we went back up and saw, as we went through, Air France. So I went, oh, we're going to France. I hadn't clicked. My sister hadn't clicked, but I hadn't clicked. And I was like, well, we're going to France, Dad. Where are we going? Where are we going? Dad said, well, we have to wait and see. And as we went down through, you could see pictures of Paris and Côte d'Azur and all these places. And I was like, oh, where are we going, Dad? Where are we going? And I went, oh, we're going to Paris. Because I used to love pictures of Paris. The Eiffel Tower was my thing. I just used to love the structure of it. I don't know why. As a child, I just used to love the beautiful pictures I used to see. And Mum and Dad got us in the plane, and they went, we're going to Paris. And I was just so excited, so excited. And I can remember just flying. And it was going, where is it? Where is it? Where can we see the Eiffel Tower? Can we see the Eiffel Tower? And eventually we flew right past the Eiffel Tower. And I just can remember all the joy that was like, oh, we're in Paris. And we had such a wonderful week. Apart from Mummy was a bit poorly. She got food poisoning, but that's another story. But other than that, we had such an amazing week. We saw lots of different places. We went to different, as you do as a tourist, and we just had a wonderful time. And the weather was beautiful. It was hot. It was like going into another world. It was really warm. Luckily, Mummy had packed all our summer clothes and stuff, so we were fine. So yeah, so you just never know what's going to happen. You know, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And we didn't realise that we would get stuck, you know, outside of Bristol, and that we would be moved. But for us as girls, as children, we had such an adventure, and I will never forget it. And to this day, I love Paris. Absolutely love Paris. So, hope you enjoyed it today. And I'd just like to say thank you to Mama and Papa, my dad, for taking us there. And that was many, many times I've been there now, but that was just a lovely surprise. So take care, folks, stay safe, have a good day, and see you soon. Bye.